Introducing EvoSports, the future of live streaming. It's now easier than ever to stream and share your action. We use the best equipment for high-quality HD image. Invite a commentator from anywhere in the world. EvoSports is the evolution in billiards entertainment. Live streaming has never been easier. Simply enter your name, add your race length, and start your stream. Join us on YouTube at EvoSports Streaming or at evosports.live. All right. Welcome. We are live at the Golden Fleece in Everett, Washington for the kickoff of the legendary Don Weir Memorial Tournament. We've got an exhibition match. Entertain everybody on this Friday night to get this thing kicked off. Shane Van Boening versus Cory Deuel. 8-ball, take what you make. Race to 10 for $1,000. This is Patrick Nix, and I've got a co-commentator, Ed Hobbs, in the booth. Welcome, Ed.
Thank you, sir.
All right. It's going to be a lot of fun. I love watching these guys play bar box 8-ball, you know. It's just a little bit of a tactical game, and you expect a lot of runouts, and every mistake is going to be huge.
Absolutely.
Should be really fun.
It'll be a run-out fest.
For sure. So Cory wins the lag.
What's the over-under, Patrick, on how long this is going to take?
I'm going to say about 45 to 50 minutes.
I mean,
race
this
to 10,
isn't
these
you
guys.
and I.
Yeah, I mean, I don't expect a lot of innings per rack. You know, but you know, these guys do take their time when necessary. When there's decisions to be made, they're not going to rush it. And I think both of them could use an extra $1,000, but who couldn't, right?
Absolutely.
So here we go. Cory with the second ball break from the side. Gets a couple balls in.
All right, 1-0 Cory.
It's like that, huh?
Nah, I don't know.
I like thinking maybe he might be looking at cutting the 3 to bust open the 7-1 there, if he's liking solids.
He made one of each, eh?
Yeah, I'm not sure that he has really a play on any stripes.
Yeah, I like the 3 a lot. He's going right into those 7-13.
Yeah, it does solve some problems. It's all about the speed you hit this, because you got to control that cue ball as well, and that's kind of hard to do when it runs into all that traffic. So he popped into the 7, so he got that loose. But yeah, cue ball. Yeah, I think he's got to look at the 5 here.
Yeah, he's got a problem with the 1, possibly the 6 too, as well. He hit that hard, didn't he?
He did. He wanted to make sure he loosened up the cue ball instead of keeping it jammed up in a pile somewhere. But definitely not an easy starter rack.
Well, there's one problem gone.
And bigger problem created. Now the 1 is even buried even further. Right, so he's got an angle on the 2 that might be his opportunity. He wants to get that 1 out as early as possible. But coming at it from this line doesn't look great for, popping the 1 out from behind, because it could get into other traffic. Let's see what he's got.
2 rails into it. Nope.
Oh, he's clustering up all the stripes, too. So, it's
more of a problem for Shane, right?
Yeah, if he turns the table over, it will be difficult for Shane to go on, to get anything going. But you just don't want to turn over the table, bar box 8-ball with these guys.
We got on another note, we got a nice crowd developing around here. It's getting packed in here.
Yeah, standing room only. Okay, he's He's dug his hole. He's pot committed now, isn't he? I mean,
I don't know how he's going to get out of this one, Patrick.
yeah, that's a poker terminology, pot committed, and that's really what he is right here. And with this angle, you got to wonder if he's going to try to get that cue ball around 4 rails around the table somehow. But I don't.
Maybe he'll bank draw.
Oh, I like that.
I mean,
yeah, his options are pretty limited here. He's backed himself into a corner right from the start.
he's definitely got no safety here. He's cutting it.
Yeah, tried to
He sees a carom, I guess.
get it with inside, and he's going to still see a little piece of it, but that's not going to help him a whole lot.
There's no making this one.
Yeah, and what do? You don't want to loosen it up.
Well, I was wrong. 1-0 Shane.
Well, Cory, the Prince of Pool, the master of bar box 8-ball, really. He's got a million tricks up his sleeve.
Very creative player. One of the most creative player of all times, for sure. In all games. Look at that.
What in the world?
Wow.
Wow.
That
I had
was
no idea that
unbelievable
would
there.
go.
I didn't see that. This might be the shot of the match already, Patrick. This is a tall order right here. He's got to back cut that 8. That's a thin one. Or is he cutting it the other way? I think he's cutting it to the left corner.
Oh, and he
no.
missed it completely.
Couldn't tell on the screen which way.
Oh, man. Yeah.
He had to hit that super thin.
That was, paper thin. And there was really no bank options, was there?
I didn't see one.
Yeah,
Looked blocked.
So now Shane's going to take care of that problem with the 15 right off the bat with the ball in hand.
Yeah, this is done.
Like you said, 1-0 Shane.
But what a shot. Cory might have made the shot of the match already up front. I did not see that going in from where he was sitting.
Which camera?
I bet if you were to keep track of misses in this match, it's going to average 0 per rack.
Yeah, point 1, right?
Only because they're that good.
Yeah, and it's a 7-foot table, so it's even a little easier once you have the open opportunities. But the challenging part is 8-ball and a 7-footer is you end up with the clusters like Cory found, and sometimes there's just not a lot of options to get out of it. So 1-0 Shane. Here we go. We're off to the races. And
I hear Richie Geiler in the house. I saw John Mora. Some great players. Tony Chohan. If you guys want action, there's a room full of it. Hopefully some more people are showing up. We're having a Calcutta at 8 o'clock, I believe. You're going to make me yell for an hour.
Yeah,
they have a microphone.
we're just getting your voice warmed up right now for the Calcutta that's later, right? And a monster break from Shane. I love the difference in the breaking styles from these two guys. Cory, the master of that second ball break, and Shane with that enormous sledgehammer, powerhouse, head-on. Balls go flying.
He has a powerful break, doesn't he?
It looks on YouTube. It looked on YouTube. It looks entire videos of Cory's Yeah, it looks like we did. We're working on flipping the camera back. They are not left-handed, so we're going to get that fixed. Somehow the image just got. Oh, it should be good now.
Oh.
Did you just commentator curse Shane Van Boening?
I mean, well,
is that possible?
He was treetop, Patrick.
Yeah, I know, but you just expect these guys to just never miss, right?
I guess it's going to average 1 miss per rack.
Yeah. Wow. So.
Yeah, I'm trying to make it a match, huh?
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a good match, but. Oh, did he catch the? I don't think he's got a window here.
He's got a combo here. Is all.
Yeah, it does not look like this
he
plays
almost missed that
to the.
Ball.
Yeah, I don't think he's got room there to pocket that 9. It's either a combo or a bank on the 12 ball there. So I don't really see any good options here.
I don't either.
Unless you can swerve, maybe swerve around it. But no, he's comboing.
Yeah.
Here we go. This is a tough combo. Cue ball's going to track towards that side pocket as well.
Nice.
Well done.
Very clutch.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, lucky loser on the chat. I don't usually read it, but I've been called worse.
Yeah.
Commentator's curse.
It wouldn't be my first time commentator cursing, I'm sure of that.
That's pretty good doing it to Shane.
Yeah, that's as high level as you can get
next
right
level
there.
for sure.
Yeah, for sure. You got me beat first day.
Not too many people could say they commentated curse it. Shane Van Boening.
Yeah, nice job from Cory to check that last one up with inside, but this one got a little bit wild on him, and he's got to be careful of the scratch here.
Man, what a cut he's going to have to make. 1-0.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Scoreboard, guys. My bad.
We're still warming up like them, folks.
Yep. I'm so used to players updating their own scores. We're doing a little bit manual here. That's a missed 8 ball. So
you see how that ball fell?
Yeah, we had 2 misses in
floated
one
up.
rack. One from each
That
player.
was a tough cut.
It was, and the scratch was in play, too. You know.
Shane's running good.
Yeah, there's
so
nothing.
far.
Yeah, there's really no problems here. Nothing's tied up. So.
Well, I mean, he got away with both racks, I feel.
Wow.
Never mind. What have you guys been doing all day?
Yeah, I think they've. What did they have for dinner?
I thought I was the only drinker around here.
They ran a little late today, or out for a dinner. They've been out on a boat this week and enjoying the Pacific Northwest out here. We've got like 75 degrees and blue skies, and
I see.
Yeah, so they're just coming back into it.
I mean,
they had about 10 minutes to warm up, and then right into action. So is this the real Shane? Yes, it is. Unless it's somebody who looks a lot like him.
He's got fisherman's arm. His arm's tired from casting.
Yeah, no kidding.
You say Cory's Prince of Pool. I heard someone say he was now the principal of pool.
The principal of pool. Okay, I like it.
I mean, he does look like a high school principal. No offense, Cory.
All right, here we go. 8 ball on the side.
Oh, my God.
Oh, man. That would have been so sweet.
Shane might be out.
Yeah, well, we thought that last time, but, Yeah, he's gotten away with a couple of mistakes. 2 errors, and he's still back to the table to take the rack. That is highly unusual. I expect after about the 3rd or 4th rack, we're going to see them get into their full speed mode. These guys are really just kind of a good warm-up and a fun matchup for the weekend tournament.
Yeah.
Don Weir Memorial, $15,000 added. Got players from all over.
Awesome.
We got Chris Reinhold here. We got Tony Chohan,
Monster.
SVB, Cory Deuel. We got Ed Hobbs in this tournament.
Whatever. You always got to have a couple of suckers around, Patrick.
We need some dead money, right?
Yeah. Who else
All
is
right.
going to commentate?
SVB up 2-0. Here we go. The money goes on the table. The hat, it's in there. I love it. He threw money and jewelry on the table. Oh, what's going on over there?
Who is that?
Oh. Let's get that fixed.
Oh, is it a? It's an alternate break. That's cool. That changes the over/under a little bit on how long this will take.
Okay. And looks like almost a dry break.
Did you notice how straight his cue ball went to the rail after that break?
It
by
does.
hitting second ball.
It
I
hits
never
that-
could make it go that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's why he doesn't. I mean,
It's extreme.
you never see Cory break from the center in 8-ball on bar box.
But his
8
cue
balls.
ball went straight to the rail off that second ball. A lot of people lose it.
Yeah.
Lose the cue ball on that.
Yeah, and it comes back into the pile typically. And if you hit it just right, you're reducing your risk of a scratch.
Man, this is some high def stuff. It looks nice on the screen I'm watching anyway. Is that what everyone sees?
That's what everyone sees.
And how much are you charging?
That's privileged information. I think.
How are you going to pay me this one
I think
Corona?
you charged me 1 Corona.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
so people must be paying. If this is free, they're stealing. That's all I know.
It's free to watch, guys.
Watching these two champions?
Yeah, we want everybody to be able to watch this for free. This is no pay-per-view on
I mean,
EvoSports.
That's pretty amazing.
Yeah, we don't do that pay-per-view stuff on EvoSports. We want the people to watch the action.
Well, where's the Northwest Tap logo? I'm missing.
Did you sponsor?
I'm here.
Ah,
No,
I
I'm
didn't know
just
you were
kidding.
sponsored.
I
All
got
right,
to give a shout out anyway.
Yeah, so Cory with a look at the break and run. First potential break and run of the rack. Nice job clearing around that traffic. And he got on the rail, though, here, and he's dead straight on this ball.
You're right.
He might have a slight angle, so he's going to have to use top and come off.
He didn't take much time, did he?
Yeah, he's got a slight angle, so he's all right. He's going to come up on the other side of that 3.
Me or you we would have to look at that for a minute. We know we had to do that, but we would have had to pump ourselves up for that shot.
Yeah, because you're shooting off the rail.
I shouldn't speak for you, but I know I would have
Well,
to.
I think the decision was easy, but making sure that you
to make sure you stroke through it really
Yeah.
well.
And
Nice
down
run.
it goes. Break and run. Number 1 goes to Cory Deuel, and he's on the board.
Well,
Fast action. I love it.
yep. I'd almost give you 2-1 on the money and say Shane's going to break and run right here.
You know, we were talking about you 2-1.
I mean, that's strong, right?
Yeah, 2-1.
Yeah, I only bet
Take
$1.
take what you make. Oh no,
So,
I'm not gonna do it for $1.
$2 to your $1.
Nah,
All right.
nah.
But, I mean, that's pretty strong. It's actually probably the right line.
All right, I take your $1 bet, Ed.
All right, you
All
got
right.
it. Another sucker, folks.
Yeah.
this.
Look at that cue ball straight back and forth like it was on a string. But we got clusters down here.
Did he only make a solid?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, gosh, I'm paying up.
Yeah, see, the take what you make reduces the break and run percentage a little bit, right? Because it just forces them to have to
And that's
make a
the 8
decision.
ball.
Yeah,
Oh,
8
man.
balls down there in the bottom left corner.
The 7's all he's... Well, he could cut that 4 if he wanted to, but I think he'll take the 7 first. But he's got to draw his rock. At least, no, he's... If the 4 passes the 8, he might go that.
Yeah,
Hard to tell.
it's hard to tell. I mean, it could go. Let's see, you have to look at the other view here to see. You know, it might go. Yeah, I think it does pass the 8. But if not, he could go rail first into the 8 into the pocket. But
Yeah. Cutting in the side is not bad for making it, but you're losing Whitey, you know?
Yeah, what do you think about the 7 ball and hold for the 2 in the side next? Because the 2 is your problem ball in this rack, really. That's the ball that has the
What about the 6?
fewest amount of pockets. The 6, yeah, that's true. 6 doesn't really
They're
play
both
anywhere.
pretty.
But if you can hold that cue ball where the 7 is, you can play the 2 in the side and bust out the 6.
True.
Right? So you can take care of all your problems if you hit that 7 just
And
right.
you'll have the 3 for a shot after breaking it out or moving the 14, which the 6 does go up in that top left corner.
I think he's looking at that shot. He's going to try to stop that cue ball right where the 7 is. No, okay, roll into that's smarter.
Even better.
Yeah, see, that's why he's a 840 Fargo.
Yeah.
That's a smarter way to do it.
Smooth stroke.
I'm over here trying to put a stop shot on it, and I'll probably miscue.
Jacked up.
Yeah, but he did roll forward. Now I don't know if he's got the opportunity to break out the 6. He doesn't really now. So.
Does that one pass the 11? That it's also in a bad place.
What's he doing here? Where's that 6 going? The 6
apparently we don't. We can't see.
Yeah, he's going to play the 6 off the rail, off the 8, into the pocket. I like it. This is high-level stuff right here. I'm missing this shot most of the time. Yeah, right there.
Nicely
way to go.
done.
He gets a little applause from the audience, but now he's got to figure out the 1 ball, like you were saying. I don't know if it passes that 11 ball.
If it passes, it's not an issue.
I think it does. I think it passes to the outside edge of that pocket.
If it doesn't, he should draw over there right now.
It's not the best ball to set up on the 8 ball for, so he
He's
wants to take it.
one.
Yeah, the 4, the 1, and then the 3, and then the 8, right?
Yeah, it obviously goes.
Yeah, so.
But he's a little straight.
Yeah, I don't think he's got the whole pocket here. I think he's got to hit the outside edge, which isn't a problem for Shane. And I might be owing you $2. Or is it, is it 2 of your dollars and 1 of mine?
I was giving you 2 to 1.
Oh,
so.
yeah, okay. I might be owing you $1
we'll run it
here.
back, don't worry.
We'll see. I'm sure there'll be
But in this match, you owe me another Corona, don't worry. Well, I cursed him again.
Yeah.
This is sharp for most people.
Yeah, but it's a nice back and forth with the cue ball, so you don't have to really worry too much about position.
I guess nada.
Oh, he's going to get on the rail. Look at this.
Liking this.
Not the place he wanted. I mean, back and forth, but
I'm sweating my dollar.
Yeah. About 2 feet farther than he really wanted to go.
All right. I better bet another $1 on this shot.
Yeah, you got to work for that $1. $3 in the middle. That's right. Oh.
Damn.
Well, $2, Ed?
Yeah, YouTube.
I might be getting the Corona after this.
Well, that was a tough one.
Yeah, it was. It was a good pattern that he played. It was the only real pattern that had a chance of working.
Yeah.
And, Cory's got a little bit to do here with this 3-ball cluster that's down here. He's got to work through that. But pick them off one at a time is probably how he's going to work it. I don't think you're going to...
Well, that's kind of how it works, Patrick.
Well, you can kamikaze into it and try to loosen them all up.
I mean, you might make 2 at a time. But
yeah. But I don't know if that...
you don't look very concerned, so I think they both go.
Yeah.
That one did anyway.
Yeah, that's the best way to tell if something goes. Just look at the player.
The way they're acting about it, right?
Watch how they're moving, Nice job checking up that cue ball, and this rack is pretty much over. Doesn't have to do anything for position here. Just fine. You leave the cue ball where it is. Gets a little closer. Some outside, spin 2, probably 3 rails down to the 8.
Yep. Sound like you've done this before, Patrick.
Yeah. once or twice, not as many times as these guys have. All right, Cory Deuel tying it up.
Oh, that slider thing on his shaft. He's the only player I see use that. What is that called?
Yeah, what is that? I'm
it's
not
like
sure
a
what that's
sleeve
called.
that, you know, instead of wearing a glove or whatever, that's his glide. You know what I mean?
It's like a glide, so he... Oh,
yeah.
that's interesting.
With carbons, usually they're pretty smooth gliding with nothing, but I've noticed that with him.
Nope.
He has
Table
that
wanted to
little
eat.
slider on there.
And while we're waiting for Cory to rack, huge thanks to all of the sponsors that made this event possible. Thank you to Jason Weir, Golden Fleece Billiards, Lux, Mucci, and Q-Tech. Always appreciate the sponsorships. It's what makes these events happen.
Now, Lux, that's Jason's company, right?
Yeah, that's where Jason works.
What an awesome dude, man. Puts this stuff together.
I love
adds all this money.
You know,
And
because
this exhibition match here is just a bonus.
all right, so 2 balls down. Was it? Looks like a stripe and a solid went down, so he's got option. That's always the best, and take what you make when you get one of each down.
For sure.
You get that option, and I'm sure he's going to be taking solids here. Which solids are you taking? Right, starting with the 1. I'm sure it's the problem ball, and he happens to be right on it. It looks like.
Yep.
And looks like the 5 does play.
Five does play, huh?
Well,
Let's-
now that I flip to this view, I'm questioning it, but again, he doesn't look too concerned. I think he would have played that with a bunch of pace to loosen it up, so that shot right there tells me the 5 plays. It's tight, though. It's real tight. Yeah. Played it nicely. Got on the 3, but the angle. I don't think he
might
likes.
avoid it. Yeah. He might
Is he
just
going the
shoot
other
that
way?
7.
Okay, he's going to just take the 7. Go back the other way.
Save the 3 for later.
Right. Oh, he had to go back through that tight
gosh.
window. He made it through the first time with the ball, but he couldn't
Isn't
get through
that
that window the
crazy?
second time.
You
Wow.
don't see that very often.
No. That was a tight window to get back through. That's why I assumed he was going to be taking that 3 ball to kind of avoid that.
He's going to break them out right out
I would, yeah.
the gate.
You got ball in hand, that's when you do it.
It's always a good time.
And I like the pace that he played that at, keeping the 10 ball playable down to the bottom left corner. That was key.
Now, does this pass?
It does, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It does.
All day. I'm a little nervous about the Calcutta. I'm hoping we compete.
Oh, yeah.
You know, around the country, they've been getting some huge ones.
You guys do a great job. You do a great job of making sure everybody's pulling their wallets out.
Yeah, well, times are tough out there.
Well, they always get ramped up when you got a couple of real high-end players that are the heavy favorites. You know,
Yes.
everybody wants the favorite.
That's
and they're willing to pay
that's
for
my
them.
point.
Yeah.
I'm expecting. I don't want to have high expectations, but it should get chunky.
Yeah, but again, it is the tournament this weekend is bar box 9-ball. So, anything can
hard.
happen in
Yeah,
bar
it's hard to
box
pick a
9-ball wood
favorite.
rack. It's
I mean, everyone knows Shane's probably the fave, but we all know he could be beaten in that format by many.
Yeah, sure.
In the field.
Yeah. I think they're doing...
Even us, Patrick.
Even us? Well,
Come on.
once in a while, I guess.
We hit a gear.
Yeah, there's about 400 people that are looking up our Fargos right now, Ed.
Well, they make a couple of these mistakes they have so far, makes me feel like there's a possibility.
Yeah. This crushing break. Watch out, cue ball. Cue ball avoids the scratch. And what did he make? 2 stripes and...
The 10's all the problem he has.
2 stripes.
Here.
He's got to take stripes. And let's go to the side view because I want to see if he's got that angle to break out the 10.
Now this is tough. And I know he already broke, but I want to run it back. I'm even going to give you 2-1 again.
I'm going to say no bet on this one because
I'm giving you 2-1 again. So if you lose, you're still up a buck.
Yeah, but the 10, I can't
Patrick,
do it because
don't be a nit.
Let's do it on the next track. But look at the 10. The 14 leads to the 10 up table.
But he's playing horrible.
All right, Ed. All right, you're begging for my dog.
I'm just kidding. No, too late. Bet's off. Now I feel guilty.
Well, you call me a nit. I got to pay $1.
I know. I was out of line. I really was. Oh, you got Mucci and Q-Tech sponsoring this. That's awesome.
Q-Tech, sponsor of Shane Van Boening, longtime sponsor. Been with them for a while.
What about who sponsors Cory? Does Mucci? I think Mucci might.
So how are you playing this for you? What's your key ball here on the 8?
I like 13.
All right.
But it looks like he's taking it now. So what do I know? Nah, he's not taking it now, is he? Because then you shoot the 13 and shoot the 8 in the side. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, it's Shane Van Boening. He can use
Draw
any
back
one of those.
Yeah, he could do any one, but I just think from here that's the best route. 9, 11, 13.
Yeah, the highest percentage is always what you're looking for, whether you're an 840 or a 440. You're always trying to get the highest percentage, pattern.
Yeah. And the 13's nearest to the 8,
Yeah. So slight angle on the 11. So you're going to juice it up and come around everything?
Yeah, I guess so.
Yep.
I didn't expect that.
Yeah, I was wondering if he was going to try to stay in that little window in there, just to catch
Exactly.
13 or
But
juice
he must have had too much angle.
Yeah, he had a lot of open space to get through.
Now you may be playing the other side.
Yep.
Nah, he's playing still the same side that I originally thought he would play.
Oh, okay.
Like if he would have got straight on the 13, he would have just did a stop shot.
There we go. Shane Van Boening with a break and run. Break and run total is 2-2. Or, yeah.
Yeah.
I believe so. And we got almost 500 people watching live right now. Hit that share button. Like and subscribe to the EvoSports streaming YouTube channel. Catch more action. We'll be streaming all weekend long. Great matchups. Share that stream out. We'll see if we can get it up to 1,000, guys. This will be over before you blink.
Well, the word travels fast, Patrick. You said 100 before we started.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah, pretty much. Thank you, Ed. Other Ed in the chat. All right, so what do we have here? We've got a stripe down. So this is kind of where take what you make and make you make decisions you don't really want. But the problem with stripes obviously looks like the 11 and then also this 14 ball I think that's over here. That's kind of messy. So
yeah,
he might try to punch this out with this ball in the corner, coming into the backside of the 2, and there you're going to get hooked, though. That was
Ooh.
I was looking at that going, that's your obvious breakout, but where's cue ball going to go? If you hit that 2 full in the face,
Yeah,
it
this
kills
is
all
jail.
the cue ball.
This is jail.
It really is, yeah. So, but, you know, he's
I think it's that slider.
a master at getting out of situations like this. Cory, he's creative. Is probably one of the most creative 8-ball players I've ever seen.
All games, Patrick.
Yeah,
He really is. He's a master of the break. He figures out the unique breaks for all games.
gets a good hit.
But I find his one pocket game possibly to be the most creative of all time.
Yeah,
If you've watched,
I have. Yeah.
I mean, him and Tony, I think they're the most creative. I'm probably out of line saying they're the most creative. There's others, but
he's very creative.
He is,
He
man.
sees things a little bit differently than a lot of
100.
people.
Yes.
He doesn't just play by the book. He follows. He writes his own book when it comes to strategy.
Yep.
So Shane with some work to do here.
Nah, he broke him out nice for Shane.
That was a good hit right there. So now he's
Now, so far, his break is clustered, Cory's. You know, Shane's getting a way better spread with his break.
that's the difference between a head ball break and the second ball break.
That's right.
You know, you're typically going to see that.
I wonder why he's doing the second ball break.
He's always.
I'm not one to question him. Like I say, he's the master of the break.
Well, it's very effective at pocketing a ball, right? And the last thing you want to do when you're playing Shane Van Boening is break dry.
Because you wouldn't think, even though Cory's a technical player, he would want a cluster rack to deal with.
Well, you don't
I mean,
really
it's
want
run out
that.
pool, you know, with this 7 foot being the, you know, it's a run out pool game between these two guys. You're not gonna. It's not a mover's game.
It's the risk of the dry break, I think, is what drives that second ball break decision for a lot of players, not just Cory. Is if you break head on and you dry break against good
Sure.
players, you're done.
That's
the
not
rack is
right.
over.
That's
Not
true.
necessarily the case when you've got clusters. So Shane Van Boening takes advantage here of.
Did you see that rattle?
Yeah, he did. He used that whole pocket. Takes advantage of the error by Cory Deuel on that position, trying to break out that ball. Comes to the backside of the 2, and that was all it took.
Yep.
Yeah, that wasn't the cleanest of 8 balls, though, was it?
No. He's lucky that pocket's generous.
Love it. All right, I asked everybody to share, and we ended up with 100 more viewers, right, just like that. So thank you guys for sharing the stream. Really appreciate that. Hope you guys are enjoying it.
The price is right.
And there's that crushing. Oh, watch out, cue ball. Yeah, he's good. And we've got a couple of stripes down.
If he made a solid, he's taking. He did not.
He did not make a solid, so he's got to take stripes here.
Yeah. He's looking. He's shooting the 1. Why is he looking at the 1? He can't. Okay, Cory's
being a gentleman. Very nice of him to
He wishes
speak
he
up.
was solid.
So Shane just taking a quick walk around now. He's got to switch mental gears and go, okay,
Say he follows over and shoots the 9.
He had his pattern all set for those solids, didn't he? Now he's got to switch gears.
You don't like these two down here, the 10-13.
Yeah, I don't either, especially with the 2 ball where it is.
Here we go.
Yeah, he's got a line to come down, but what
The 10 does go if he could get down here, you know, over in the bottom left.
You think he might decide to try to follow in this 9 on this shot? No, he's not going for
He's
that.
got the angle to, but
Yeah,
there's no reason to.
Well, the reason would be getting on the 10 perfect. He might be
He's
doing
gonna
it now.
follow it.
Yeah,
he's
so
got to follow the deuce. But he's got an angle there.
Yep, it's going to take him into the 13.
It'll be fine though. That ball's deep, right? That 2.
It is. So the follow in should be pretty high
He's
percentage.
got to worry about that 7, where it's going to go.
I don't
You
think
don't
it's
want to
done.
push it down the way of the 10.
Yeah,
I
I didn't think it was going to touch 7. I knew it
Look
was
at
going
this.
to come into the 13, which is now an issue. I do not think that's wired to go. Let's take a look at the side
got
view
lucky.
and see.
He got lucky.
Oh,
that
he might be able to throw this in.
Yeah,
he's
he
using
got-
a lot of right side English.
He's very fortunate it goes.
Yeah, he threw that ball in. Yeah, that landed fortunate for him.
Yep. Piece of cake.
Well done. Shane Van Boening going up 6-2 now.
This is tough to fade when
Yeah.
you're doing alternate break.
And he's getting up there.
Cory's
yeah,
on
for
life
sure.
support right now. He's got to get this rack.
Yeah,
He has
we
to.
got a great crowd out there. Look at this, guys. This place is a packed house. We got all of the Pacific Northwest here in the house today.
There's T-Rex.
Yeah, Tony Chohan hustling up some one-pocket action out there. We're having a great time. This is good action. I love it.
Got a little bug in the room, doesn't it, Patrick?
Yeah. And
It's nice.
the Pacific Northwest has such a fantastic pool community. I'm so glad that we have an opportunity to showcase. Cory
Dang.
Deuel with that side break. He did not get the cue ball to come straight back into the rack. It followed forward a bit, and that cost him a scratch. And that might cost him the rack if Shane can figure this out. So he does have option. That's always nice. Because that 5 ball is, nobody wants to mess with that. So I'm guessing stripes is going to be his suit of choice. Probably start with the 11 and draw back out of trouble.
Yeah.
I would assume starting with the 11.
Someone put in the comments, add Alex to the creativity category. True, but I was, Alex is probably the best at all the games at one point.
Good point. Alex Pagalian, one of my favorite pool players. People ask me why. I said because he's always having a great time. The guy never looks like he's having a bad day.
I saw a day
love that.
yesterday. He was having a bad day. He was trapped in a not a tsunami. What do they call it? He was in the Philippines, trapped in some bad weather.
They had the floods and all that over there.
I'm drawing a blank. Got me buzzed on this one. Corona.
Monsoon.
No, not a tsunami, but bad weather. It was flooding. He was
Storm.
trapped. He couldn't leave. It was flooding through the
man.
streets.
Yeah, a lot of people in the Philippines I saw on Facebook marking themselves safe or,
Typhoon. That's the word.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Melina Mike out there helping us out. Appreciate it.
Not very good with vocabulary, Mike. I appreciate that.
Monsoon, typhoon, I think they're similar. So a really good job working through the problem balls here. But he's got to back cut this 10. Going to let the cue ball go a little bit here.
Oh, it was Colin, not Mike. That's post up.
Oh, was it post up? Sorry.
Yeah.
I thought I read.
Thanks for the stream down there in SAC, Colin. Always enjoyable.
Yeah. Always enjoy the post up streams. You guys do a great job. Out of Hard Times Billiards, Sacramento.
As you could tell, I'm a rookie on the commentary.
Now, did you go down there for that Chuck Markulis?
No, I didn't make
Memorial?
it. I didn't make it. I wish I would have. I love that place.
Yeah, it's
I think
great
it's the
venue.
best on the West Coast.
Yeah. All right, so Shane going to go outside here with a couple of rails, get her back around to the 8. Perfectly done. Perfect speed. And making it look easy, Shane going up 7-2 on the scratch on the break
How
from
do you
Cory.
mute me? Can you mute my...
All right. So here we go. Shane with that thunderous head ball break. Oh, cue ball down, and he repays the favor. And says, Cory, you gave me ball in hand after the break. I'll go ahead and give it to you and see what you can do. So scratch on the break from Van Boening. And now Cory with the ball in hand, an option. Which stripes are you taking? I mean, I assume he's taking stripes, but you know, he could surprise me here. Is that right? Yeah, I'm kind of wondering why he would play it from that far away. That's a interesting twist. Kind of old school 8-ball rules, right? Take what you make, and scratch on the break is behind the line. Yeah. Well, flashback to the past. I remember those rules. They changed that about 10 years ago, something like that. CSI. Good pattern. I like this pattern. It's in great shape. Yep. Well, Shane had to scratch on the break for that to be possible, really. I like this pattern. 15 and then 11 and then 8, obviously. You want the 11 that gets you to the 8 much easier than the 15 would. I mean, you don't have to, but I think it's kind of a... No. Yeah, he's going to go 15 to the 8. Okay. You know, it's... Oh, sorry, Ed. I forgot to unmute you after your phone call, man.
Oh, that's all right. It's probably best.
Yeah. He's got a little bit of a longer shot, but it is a bar box, so there's really no such thing. No problem. Gets it done off of Shane's scratch on break. Cory gets one back.
Tell me a little bit about EvoSports,
Yes.
Patrick.
Oh, EvoSports is our player-run live stream system that we install in bars and pool halls.
Okay.
We're in 3 countries. We're in Taiwan, Canada, and the U.S. And it's basically a player-run live stream system where players can literally just walk into their pool hall, use the provided tablet and start their stream, enter their race length, and automatically streams it to YouTube, and then they can even have a commentator come in remote from anywhere in the world.
Wow.
So pretty cool technology. And
So
yeah.
leagues could use it, correct?
Sure, yeah. It's being used right now for league play, tournament play, one-on-one matchups, all those types of anything you want to stream, really.
Well, here in the Puget Sound, how many, what places other than here at the Fleece do you have that?
So in the Puget Sound area, we're at the Dutch in Yakima. We're at Legends in Portland. We're at Penalty Box in Lakewood. We've got a location at Q1 and Metro in Vancouver, BC. We're in Victoria. We're also in Salem, Oregon at a couple locations, Jammers and Phil's in Salem, Oregon. So
Wow,
yeah.
a lot of places.
Yeah, quite a few.
And how do places get that?
They just reach out to me, Patrick Nix. Facebook Messenger is good. I can get them information on how to get set up. And
Is there a fee? I'm just curious,
yeah, there's an initial equipment fee, and then there's a monthly subscription to have the service
Gotcha.
active.
So the bar has to pay a little bit, and you set them up.
Yeah, but the bars can actually make it back in sponsorships because we can sell ads on screen, so they can actually make that money back. They're paying in subscriptions, so hopefully sponsors actually pay for it. It works out to where it's kind of a...
If they have a pool crowd, it's worth it.
Yeah, the players love it. All right, so back to the action. Cory with a nice second ball break, getting it done. 7-ball looks a little tricky. The position on the 7 has got to be pretty clean. and he's got to be thinking about this right now, I think, is punching that cue ball forward and maybe seeing if you could punch the cue ball off the rail into this 11 maybe. I don't know if you can get that far, or, potentially just kind of bump that 7 into a better position. I don't know if he's got the angle to really do it. He's got a very slight angle here.
He'd have to hit it real sweet.
Yeah, and real hard, too.
And it's got to get, land right afterwards.
Right, and could get buried. And yeah, this is not easy. That 7 ball is definitely a big potential problem. It might play up table, though.
Yeah, he's doing that later. He's looking at where he needs to get to make the 7.
So he's going to back cut the 7 now. Yeah. Well, he could elect to play the 6 now and try to have an easier shot on the 7, but then he won't be able to get back to the 8.
So you mean procrastinate like most of us would do?
Yeah, I don't like it because
save it for last.
Save it for last, and then you got to figure out how to get from the 7 to the 8 too.
Yeah.
If you don't land on it right.
Well,
but he is doing that.
He's just like us.
Yeah, he is doing that. He wants a better angle at the 7.
Ooh-wee.
And he didn't get it. Now the back cut is off. He's got the bank, I think.
Well, I don't think the carom off the 15 happens either. There's too much of a spread between them.
Yeah. Do you think that there's enough room to maybe kind of spin this off this rail and have it kind of spin off
look
this
like
way?
it to me,
it doesn't really either to me either.
He's cutting it so much. I don't know how it would twist back. But it's Cory.
Well, wouldn't that cut angle lead to spinning it that direction, like in one pocket?
Yeah, but it looks super sharp.
It does. Yeah, it's not going to transition a lot of the spin to the ball. You're right.
But it's deceiving on the screen. Yeah. He's still looking at it.
Let's take a look at the side view and see if that helps us.
You don't have much else. Yeah, it definitely can go.
So
he's got to really come close to the 15. He's got a chance for sure.
Yeah, he tried as good as he could, but you're right. The cut was so thin, it wasn't able to transition a lot of that spin onto the ball to throw it over towards the pocket enough. And that's going to be a disaster for that rack because you're leaving Shane now with the wide open rack. He did save his problem ball for the end, which is always what we say in 8-ball you never want to do. He turned down an opportunity to pocket the 7, though. He did have that back cut on it. But probably just wasn't convinced that he was going to get good enough on the 6 or something like that. He talked himself out of it.
Yeah. I agree with Christopher Clark. Cory's been really aggressive. And he's getting deep into the racks and not finishing and leaving Shane these, gifts. The first 2 games of the set were like that.
Yep. And that's 8-ball for you.
But don't give up, folks. Don't run away.
You
I've seen crazier comebacks.
Yeah, you want to play aggressive though in 8-ball, and but because you get into a safety battle with Shane Van Boening, and really, your odds are better at making the crazy Hail Mary and getting out, right? So Shane 1 away from being on the hill.
And you are right. There's really no safety. You got to play a lockdown safety.
There was not very many places where there was like stuff tied up enough to play safe, and sometimes that's just what you get in bar box 8-ball. You just get that's the hand you're dealt with, after the break.
Say it like it is, Patrick. Sometimes you get screwed.
Yep, that's what it is. Oh no! So close to another scratch on break. We got a cluster here. Yeah, a little bit of a cluster. What are we looking at here?
See, 2, 4, 6. He made a stripe.
Yeah,
I like that.
Yeah, that was favorable for him to make the stripe.
There.
Yeah, that was very fortunate that the stripe went down based on this position.
Well, what is he going to start with though? Is it the 9? Because you don't want to have to use that 9 yet.
Yeah,
maybe looking at the quadruple combo. It's all offset for the 10, 5, 6.
If you go the 9 now, you got to go rail first on it, and then you're going to come crashing into the 6.
Because he can't make the 15, or is that the 12 beside it? I don't think he has a shot on those.
All right, I'll give you 2 to 1. I'll say he doesn't run out. How's that?
Oh wow.
Yeah.
All right, you got it.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm a sucker.
There you go.
It's hard to bet against SVB. Oh, of course. Good Lord.
Sorry, Shane. That was all me, man.
Man.
I'll take full responsibility for that miss. But
Don't worry, Shane. I'm still a believer.
The fans are here. They want to watch a good match, and hey, that might help us get a little closer to a hill battle.
I'll
You never
give
know.
you the same bet that he won't run out.
Well, I can't. I mean, look at this mess.
See, Patrick.
But hey.
Don't.
All right, fine. I'll go ahead and take. I'll go ahead and take
I'm not going to call you out of your name again, but
just because that last one only lasted 10 seconds. You didn't
what
even
am
have
I down?
You
Anyway?
didn't even have enough time to sweat it.
I'm not down 100.
One Corona. Okay, now he's got a bigger problem.
Ugh.
Yeah, that did not.
That's all I could say. Ugh.
Yeah, he's got all kinds of problems here. I think he's going to start with this 1 off the 8 to clear that pocket for the 4, but that solves that problem. But then, no. Oh, he's playing safe. Here we go.
Oh, this is a good shot. I didn't even see it.
Yeah, there it
know
is.
what I mean?
Yeah, you got the chance to really.
There you go.
Yeah, because he can't see any balls from
That's
this
a good
position.
shot.
So Shane's going to get his short cue out, I'm sure.
And even then, it's no bargain.
Unless they said no jump shots, we are kind of doing back to the old school rules. We'll see what they.
If he's jumping,
Well,
where's he going to make?
He doesn't have his jump cue. But, I mean, 15 in the corner. Combo the 15 in the corner.
Oh, he's banking this ball, I guess, back at the corner where he's at.
Got a little one pocket flavor to it.
Oh, he's just making a good hit.
Oh. Trying to tie some stuff up for Cory. He knows Cory's still in trouble, so why bail him out, right?
True.
Why bail the guy out?
Well, he bailed out Cory's 4 ball because the 4 didn't go past that 8 before that shot. I don't know. Cory should be a huge favorite to win, but you're right.
Yeah.
How's he going to... But, the 4-8 situation is huge. The 11's in a real bad spot. And it's the only shot he has, so he's got to do it now. But he's probably going to not mess with the 8. Or is he, Patrick? Oh,
No.
that was smart. You know what he did there? He didn't want to go off the 8 and open up the 11.
Right.
He just nudged it enough so he could make it.
Yeah.
Right?
Smart.
It didn't go. That's very
Yep.
high-level thoughts right there.
Exactly. The 11's still in trouble. The 8's shootable from anywhere on the table, pretty much. It's you got a little insurance policy down there.
Oh, I don't like this though.
Yeah, this is.
He's just going to play safe again, huh?
I think so. Yeah, but
Spread, make a little spread between the 6-14 and just go down to the short rail.
yeah,
I mean, it's just a Band-Aid, but
he's looking at the 7, but I have a feeling he's going to walk to the other side and play this safety down here somehow.
I mean, he must be hungry. He's trying to get this over.
They just ate dinner. They just got back from dinner.
Oh, he's full.
Yeah. Yeah, he might be kicking safe here, honestly.
I like that.
Because
like
it's
that.
pretty easy kick, too. But as
To
long
the
as you don't
5.
sell out the 14.
That's true. 14 might pass up off the 8
Yeah.
or past the 8.
Yeah, he's kicking safe. I like it.
I was thinking the other
Just
way,
come on the
but
inside of that 2 ball.
I was thinking the other
Beautiful.
way, but that's, I was thinking
The short
yeah,
kick.
Yeah.
I think there was a better chance of him really hooking him behind the 2, going that way.
I see.
But he ended up selling out a piece of the 14, not a
He
shot
just-
on it, I don't think. But
He
it's
just called the bank shot straight back.
okay. I like it.
So apparently it doesn't go in past those 2 balls.
All right. Wait for the
wow,
applause.
Look how it took off that rail.
The applause
Did you see how
starts.
smooth it came off that rail?
The applause starts when the ball is halfway down the table.
Yeah.
They know it's going. These guys, they're smart. You had about 200 people in here watching this match live. It's fun.
I don't think he has a shot, but I'm scared to ever. No, he could cut the 15. Never mind. What am I saying? He always has a shot.
He always has a shot, but, you know, he's still got to figure out the 11 ball. He's got no balls down there to break out the 11 with, you know.
Yeah.
So he might have to end up banking this 11 at the end of this rack if he gets to that point. Uh-oh.
Oh.
That's disaster.
No, MK, that was absolutely disgusting.
Yeah. It's hard to control that cue ball with that cut being so thin.
Yeah. He
So
just
he's
called a kick in the
shot.
side.
Yep.
Oh, you read my mind.
All right, we got drink service up here in the booth. This is
That was
fantastic. That's my
I was wondering how I was going to make these earphones make it to the bar.
Yeah, they don't reach. They're not wireless. Yeah.
I was going to have you put me on mute to call the bar.
Yeah. Well, you said before we started, you said, how long is this going to be? And I said, probably about, what do you think, 45 minutes?
Yeah.
What was the over-under on the time on the race to 10 bar box with these guys? 45?
Probably 30. The alternate break kind of changed that, though.
Yeah, and the take what you make.
Winter break, the over-under might have been 20 minutes.
Yeah, nice try on the kick shot from Shane. So Cory Deuel with some very strategic maneuvers manages to get back to the table with an opportunity to win the rack.
Who broke first, Patrick?
Cory did.
So it's his break next.
I believe so, yes.
That's big. That's real big. He's going to turn this into a match.
Yep. This is the longest rack of the set so far.
Mm-hmm. I wish there was all of them like that, right?
Yeah,
'Cause
I
we
love
saw
that.
some cool shots in this rack.
You know, that's the fun thing about 8-ball is you end up seeing a lot of crazy highlight reel shots because, you know,
Yeah.
you get back yourself into a corner, you get pot committed, you have to go for
Yeah.
the wild stuff, you know, and these guys are capable of pulling off stuff like that.
Yeah, I think this was the first rack there was safety. That they were playing safe.
Yeah.
Cory's key shot in that rack, I feel, was when he carried that ball in earlier and hooked him.
I agree.
And, of course, the little nudge on the 11, so the 8 opened up for him.
Yep.
I mean, that was high level.
Yep. And
Well, now we know he's not giving up.
yeah. It's almost like he was reading the chat. Somebody said he was playing a little too aggressive, and so he ended up kind of switching gears a little bit and
Yeah.
going on the defense, and that won him a rack. So,
He's in grind mode now.
yeah. Thanks to the chat, Cory's coming back.
Hey, I'd like to give a big shout out to the Golden Fleece and Dave and Kim Jones.
Absolutely wonderful
Man.
people.
You
And
know, it's one of the few pool rooms we have left in the whole Puget Sound.
with 9-foot tables, it
Yes.
pretty much is.
Yep.
Oh,
But-
Cory with a scratch-on break.
but-
That was the exact same scratch-on break that he had before where it just zigzagged its way down there.
Man, he's stuck to that break, hasn't he?
Yep. He doesn't do anything different. I've never seen him break any other way than that.
I was just going to say, Dave, you know, he's kind of a, you know, a lot of people don't even know Dave, but he's been a great pool room now owner since, I'd say, 2006. And he's just always been the sweetest guy and catered to pool players and pool in general. His place now, he's turned into more of a hangout spot. Like, this place is packed every night. You know that?
Yeah, that's good. It's supposed to be. It's business. You know?
You open a new place in Wenatchee, they got like 6, 7 tables in there.
So Shane with a really nice pattern going on here, but you expect with a scratch on break that he's going to pick the absolute premium pattern possible. So
Yeah, that was huge. I
you can't.
wish he wouldn't have scratched there, and I'm not cheering for one or the other. I just want a good match.
Yeah.
It is a good match regardless, but I want a close match, I should say. We all do.
Yeah, we do, and certainly 8-5 would have made it a little bit more tense.
Well, Look, no hesitation.
Now, what would you have
I'm kind of
set?
surprised he's going this route.
Are you okay?
Yeah, because
Oh,
and that he's moving the 8 for
Yeah.
1. You know what I mean?
he's looking to see if the 8 plays.
And that 10 did pass the 3 if he waited. He had a shot on the 14.
So this tells me that 8 is very, very close
He
to
might have
not
tied it
playing.
up.
He's looked at it from both sides, really got down and got really close to looking at it. So I don't know. We're going to find out after this next
Ooh,
shot.
Look at him using all the pocket.
And he's looking
even
again.
when
This
this
is the
guy
third
hits
time.
him,
So
even when he doesn't hit him good, he makes the ball. That's how sick he is.
he's
rattled the
he's
last
looking at
2
this
in.
from both sides twice to see if that 8 plays. So
It goes up here.
It's got to go by a hair.
It goes up here, but he don't like it. He wants it to go down, to the closest corner.
Yeah, I think
Top right.
he wants to get this cue ball right here to make that as
If
easy
it
as
goes.
possible. Well, if it goes right, we're going to find out right now if it does.
Otherwise, it goes up here at the bottom right. I say up here, but the bottom right corner.
Uh-oh. He's going to have to. If it goes, he's going to have to back cut it in.
Cory might have hope here.
I wonder what he was trying to do there.
I don't
Do you think
know,
he was
man.
trying to run into the 1
That's
to
a good question.
bump the 8 out?
he
At
never-
that pace, it didn't look like it was going to be possible to anything good to happen.
Yeah, he beats me.
Only Shane knows. This is a tricky. If it does play, it's a very tricky back cut because you also have the scratch line going on there. So he's
Oh boy, he's
going
banking.
to bank.
This is going to be incredible if he makes it.
He's got the window.
I mean,
He's got to get the cue ball out of the way.
I guess it's all he has.
Cue ball is going to come through that path where the 8 ball is going through.
Cory's.
He was able to stop it.
Oh my gosh.
Holds it there though. Now that's huge right there. That's
It is.
huge. Holding it there because
the 5-2, the 4.
the 4.
But I expect Cory to handle this.
$1 says he doesn't get out.
Well, you really know how to bet him, don't you? Let's do it the other way around.
All right. What do you got?
Meaning, he's not out. I'll say he's not out.
All right. Well,
All right.
I mean,
Yeah?
sure, why not, Ed?
All right. He's out now. I'm running bad, so you should let me pick him because whichever I pick is going to be the opposite. You know this,
Yeah,
right?
you think? So I think you think you're going to see a safety coming here? Is he going to just punt that 5 up to the side pocket and play the cue ball behind the 2?
Do you want Shane kicking at that 8?
Not really, but the 8 is up here. You know,
I understand.
and if the 8 was right here, it
But
would be a
again,
whole
do you
different
want
story,
Shane
right?
to kick at that 8? For me or you, it's.
No, but what?
I should just say for me.
Yeah, but-
I need to quit speaking for you.
Yeah,
But that's the last thing you want to do is let Shane back to the table.
Yeah, but you gotta make a decision on what's the highest percentage. He is going to play that safety.
He is, and it's probably the right play.
Yeah, you have to play the percentage here.
But
'Cause if
Shane's a huge fave here. I mean, not a huge fave, but
Well, being where the 8 ball is placed a little high, it kind of takes away the 2 rail, which is much easier, right? So he's left with just kicking 1 rail at it. Don't you think?
oh my gosh, Mass, are we going to see some Mass A?
Now that would be a sweet shot to watch.
It would be. He's kicking for
Yeah.
the chicken right here.
Yeah, he's got to go 1 rail. That's the problem. And that's why Cory played that shot, is knowing that a 1 rail shot is 10 times harder than the 2 rail here.
And like you said, the 8's sitting high from the pocket. He could easily hit the bottom side of the 8 and scratch. And all that.
Or he could bump the 8 out and open up that pocket,
Yeah.
and now Cory has nothing in his way.
He has to make it.
Right, so
period.
there could be a potential huge reward for Cory if Shane doesn't make this 8 ball.
Well, here's Cory's hope right here.
All right, guys, get your cameras ready. I don't know. Honestly, it's Shane Van Boening, and I would never bet him against him usually, but I don't think he's going to make it. Honestly, I don't think he's going to make this shot.
It's tough. I'm not even betting. I know you're trying to sucker me in, but I agree with you. It's tough. He's got to cut this in. That makes it tough.
I was wrong.
Sick.
Heck of a shot from Shane Van Boening. Boy, he measured that twice. Hey, measure twice, cut once. Isn't that what carpenters say?
Yeah.
So Shane Van Boening is on the hill now.
That was beautiful.
And
like
breaking.
I said, do you really want to let Shane back to the table? But all he had was that tough shot on the 6. He still had...
You look at the odds both ways. It's like, okay.
He had to make him try it, right?
You got to take the odds. You know, you're playing the odds. Either way, it's a risk,
He
right?
had to make him earn it.
Yeah.
Where it
Cory
landed was unfortunate for Cory.
Yeah, Cory was in a bad spot, but that was earned by Shane by playing that bank the right speed to leave it right there.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
had a chance to make it, and he got the next best thing, which is blocking off that pocket,
Yes.
making it extremely difficult for Cory. All right, we got the crowd cheering for Cory with a just dry break from Shane.
I'm
And
going to
they're all
run to the
rooting for him.
restroom, Patrick.
All
I
right.
apologize.
So Cory with the option here. Starting with the 6, floating down to the 5. He got real close to it, so I think that's going to take the 5 out of his equation, and he's going to have to play the 3 ball next. Come back for that 5 later. I'm assuming he's going to try to catch the window for the 1 ball here, because that's a ball that he's got to be focused on, making sure he's got shape on. So he's going to float forward for the window on the 1. Missed the shot. So I saw what he was trying to do. Instead of floating forward to the other side of the 13, he tried to come into the 13 for better position for the 1 and ended up getting caught. I think his eyes were really focused on that position of hitting that 13 full in the face, and that's going to cost him dearly. Shane Van Boening looking to close out the set on that missed 3 ball from Cory. All right, you're back on, Ed?
Yes, sir.
All right, so missed 3 ball from Cory leaves an open table for Shane to get going, and
It's night-night.
I think so. Yeah, he's got to bump this. He wants to bump that 12 just a little bit. No? Okay. Oh, he's in a. If he's straight enough on this, he can draw back for the 12. But if he's not, he might have to take the 12 now and try to come around the 1.
Yep.
I kind of assumed on that shot he was going to try to bump the 12, move it over a little bit.
He's got to use inside English and come around, huh?
Yep.
Yes, he did.
Around the 1,
Like
nicely
it.
done. Gets a
Like butter.
golf clap from the 225 people in the audience here live watching this. It's lots of fun. We love having pros come out here to the Pacific Northwest and compete.
Wow.
Down it goes. He's got a long 8 ball, but
He got way better than I thought he would.
yeah. And Shane Van Boening
Shane
takes
Van
it down.
Boening.
A score of 10-4, guys. You watched it here. Thanks again to Golden Fleece, Kim and Dave. Fantastic people, fantastic venue. If you guys get a chance, come on down here. And we got some words from Jason Weir down there. All right, guys. That's going to do it for us tonight. So thanks for watching. Make sure you guys tune in to EvoSports streaming all weekend long. We're going to be streaming all kinds of matches for this Don Weir Memorial Tournament. We've got lots of pros in the house. Thank you to Ed Hobbs here for commentating with me in the booth.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, we had a great time. So we'll see you guys tomorrow morning. Have a great night.